Well, good morning, fishermen. It's the 14th of March, and the weather, as you can see, is just absolutely spectacular for probably one of the last days of winter. I don't think spring starts till this weekend. It's a Thursday, and I decided, since the Spanish mackerel seemed to be running, I would take the day off and go see if I can catch some. It's been quite a morning. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in just a minute. But unfortunately, I didn't do any preparation last night like I usually do. I normally get the boat hooked up, get all my rods loaded on the boat, and I didn't do that. Thought, well, that's no problem. I'll sleep in tomorrow. I didn't need to be out at sunup. If I got out by mid-morning, it would have been fine. So anyway, I slept till about 7, which is highly unusual. Got up, went to the gym, came home, and then decided I was going to hook the boat up and start getting ready. Well, one small problem. I have two boats. I've got a big boat that I'm on now, and I've got a smaller boat I use for inshore, and I used it last Thursday. And I couldn't find the keys. I normally keep them in the door of my truck, have for years through multiple vehicles, and I needed the keys for only one reason. I needed to switch the hitch out on my truck. The ball on the small boat is much smaller than what I need to tow this one. So anyway, I couldn't find the keys, and I was desperate because, as I say, for 10 or 12 years I've kept them in the same exact spot. And so anyway, I even went back to the gym just to see if by chance they'd fallen out of the door. But nonetheless, they didn't have them. I came home, I tore the truck apart, I tore the house apart, and just simply couldn't find them. I was about to give up. I told my wife, I said, you know what, I just don't think I was supposed to fish today. I think I'm just going to go to work. But I went out and I thought, I'll take one more look, and since the last boat I used was the little one, I took the cover off, and lo and behold, there were the keys sitting on the bow of the boat where I'd left them. So anyway, then I made a mad scramble to get everything loaded on the boat, and it's now about 10:30 a.m. and probably okay. High tide's not until a little afternoon, so we'll have a couple hours of moving water, which the Spanish seem to like. So with that as a backdrop on how today went, let's go fishing. So I just passed a neighbor of mine. He's fishing at the tip of the South Jetty. He's actually a licensed captain and takes people out on charters. I've chartered him a couple of times. His name's Jeremy Alvarez, and his charter company is called Regardless Charters. So you can find him on the internet. He's a good fisherman. He specializes in fishing out here at the jetties for sheep's head. We actually came out with him. Alex and my son and I came out, I guess it was the day before Christmas Eve, and caught a lot of sheep's head, caught a really nice keeper redfish, and anyway, took home a lot of fish. So anyway, I'm out in the ocean now. I'm going to run down towards the pier. Jeremy just said he hasn't seen any Spanish out here at the jetties, so I'm going to go down where they've been catching them and reporting them on Facebook. All right, we're back. We've run about 5 miles south of the St. Johns River, and we're maybe a quarter of a mile off of the beach down here at Jack's Beach, and maybe half a mile north of the pier. And that's where we've been seeing people catch Spanish. At least they've been reporting it, and we've seen some photos. And I see there's probably, I don't know, around mile square here, there's probably 5 or 6 boats trolling. So that's a good sign. That means they may be out here after all. So we'll see in a minute. I've got to go get rigged up. All right, so we've got a trolling spread out now. I've got 2 rods. I'm by myself. I can't really handle more than that. A lot of times with Spanish, if you find a school, you're going to run through, they'll hit all your rods. If I had 4 rods out and I went through a school, I'd probably have 4 fish on, and obviously I can't can't handle that all at once. So anyway, we're trolling a Clark spoon on one side and a little diamond jig lure on the other. It's something, I don't even remember where I bought the first one, but last season it produced really well, but I lost it. These mackerel have really sharp teeth, and you can use a wire leader to protect your lure from cut off, but you don't catch as many fish. They're a little leader shy, so I just tie to the monofilament. And if I lose a jig, I lose it. Just put another one on. I just think you catch more fish that way. All right, got another one on. This is like playing roulette. You just never know what you're gonna get. Let's see. That's a Spanish. Let's see if I can get him in the boat without losing him. Yep, there we go. All right, come on, buddy, get over the side. He's not real big, but he's definitely over 12 inches, and surprisingly, you can get a decent fillet off of a fish that size. All right, let me get the hook out of him and get the lure redeployed. All right, buddy, you're going on ice. Sorry. Go see your friends. All right, now we'll set up here and see if we can't catch another one. Up, look at that. Look at that, and that looks like a good one too. So let's see what we got. It's a little deceiving sometimes because you're trolling, so you're pulling the fish through the water, and let's see, that's a really tiny Spanish. That guy's going back. We'll see if we can't do a quick release here. Come on, buddy, there you go. All right, got another one on already. Look at this. Yeah, this is some fast action. I'm not even having time to turn the camera off in between fish. I got another one on over here. Now I got a double. This is what you don't want to have when you're out by yourself, although the boat's in gear, so hopefully he won't come off. And let's see, that's a bluefish, and we do not want him, so back he goes. Come on, buddy. Still got something bouncing this rod over here. Let's go see what we've got. Come on, please be a Spanish. So the limit's 15 fish. They have to be at least 12 inches. And I'd like to catch 10 of them. Now, this one's a Spanish, but he's pretty small. So, and you see the way he's bleeding? Usually they come up and they'll bleed all over your boat. All right, I'll let him go. Got another fish on. Not much of one. Well, I'd love to catch about a 25 or 30 inch Spanish. They do get that big. I don't know that I've really ever caught one, but what do we got here? Yeah, little old tiny bluefish. He needs to go back home where he came from. All right, hold still, buddy. I'm trying to not get the hook in my hand and let you go. All right, there he goes. I just sent a text and a video to one of my very best old friends and fishing buddies, bragging about what I was doing today. Let's see if he's responded. Oh yeah. So jealous. Outstanding water conditions. My offshores with you are always tsunami-like. Love the fish on the ending. Very good. That's my good friend Steve Potter. He lives in Austin, Texas, and I don't get to see him as much as I used to. We worked together at Barnett Bank many years ago, back in the late 80s and early 90s. And he was my go-to fishing partner. I had a little skiff at the time, and then later a slightly bigger boat. And he's right. A few times we tried going offshore, the weather was not very good. Oh my gosh. This is a Spanish. This is probably the smallest one I've ever caught. That little guy's got to be about 8 inches long. So obviously he can go back to get a little bigger. I'll catch him in about 3 or 4 weeks. He'll be 12 inches by then. All right, we got something on back here. Let's see what we got. Whatever it is, it's not much. Not much at all. Well, I don't know. That might be illegal Spanish. I'm gonna drop him on the cockpit here and measure him and get this lure back out and see if we can't catch something else. Here it is. All right, buddy, how big are you? Not very. He's 12, but you know what? He deserves to grow up and get a little bigger, so goodbye. I think we've got 5 in the box right now. 4 of them are legal, but barely. And then one of them's really nice. I didn't measure him, but I'd say he's probably 18, 19 inches long. He'll make a nice fillet.